A historic high voter turnout amid this global pandemic. The United States showcasing to the world its presidential election, no matter how divisive, remains to be one of its strongest democratic expressions.
What we celebrate today is the strength of American democracy. With all its flaws and weaknesses and mistakes, for 2.5 centuries, the American people have worked tirelessly to improve it and make our union ever more perfect.
At the U.S. Embassy in Manila, election watch on election night, kiosks on the U.S. electoral system, a roulette to explain swing states and the Electoral College, exhibits about Filipino Americans holding elective office and marking a century since women were allowed to vote, TV monitors for both the conservatives and liberals. There are more than 350,000 U.S. citizens in the Philippines and more than 4 million American citizens with Filipino ancestry in the U.S. Beyond long historical ties, the bigger question, what's in store for both countries once the final outcome of this election is determined, and how this could impact the Philippine presidential election in 2022.
There have been Republicans and Democratic presidents in the United States before. There have been different administrations in the Philippines, but one constant has been the relationship between our peoples and the relationship between our countries is always very strong.
We decide on our own. We decide on our own future. We're no longer a vassal of the United States. So I think the relationship should, sa akin yung relationship lang should be reinforced, maintained, reinvigorated.
Despite facing challenges back home, the U.S. Embassy also expressing sympathies, saying it is ready to work with the government in bringing much-needed aid to areas devastated by Typhoon Rolly. David Santos, CNN Philippines.